Hope y'all can hear me well. This is the first live video, man, and I'm filming at night. I usually don't film at night. I usually film in the day whenever I want to chat. But I hope you can hear me well. I was excited to try the feature out now that I have enough subscribers. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. So now we can really kick it and go live. Um, I'll try to make these as scripted or you, I should say, as notified as I can. I actually like this way a whole lot better um, than just regular videos because I'm just an organic content type of guy, and I like kicking it with people. People can come back and watch it, but you can do the same thing with this live video once I post it and make it public. But right now, we kicking it in real time. So, want to say what's up, man, to everybody. I'm outside, got off of work. Again, first live video, man, and right now I am trying the Flavor cigar brand. I've almost smoked it down pretty much. FLVR is a ski chalet. Um, a couple of these. This is a infused cigar. It's not naturally flavored, right? It's infused with sweeteners, right? I do smoke a couple of infused cigars from time to time when I don't have a lot of time to smoke some of the um, premium cigars, I guess you would say. Like having Oliva Series V in there right now that I've been saving, and I'm like, not tonight. Um, that's more of my weekend cigar. That's gonna be my maybe Friday night, Saturday night cigar. But I have a flavor cigar, Ski Chalet. I think it's my first time trying this flavor. They have different flavors, right? Hence the name, flavor, right? FLVR, again, just so you guys are aware, just in case you want to try this out. These are good for beginner cigars. I had these way before I was doing these cigar reviews on YouTube. These are really good for beginner cigars, especially if you're trying to get into flavored cigars, cigars in general, right? Um, it's a sweet tip, meaning that the tip of the cigar is sweet, meaning you can literally put your tongue on it and you can taste the sweetness, right? Um, what flavor do I taste? Uh, to me, most of all of these taste the same. I don't know why, except for like that Coke one. There's a rum one that tastes a little different, right? Like there's a different taste. And then there's the vanilla one where you can taste the vanilla. But for this one, um, I don't really know what I taste other than just sweetness. Like it's just a mildly, moderately sweet, not too overbearing tone of sweetness. Like I taste like a, it's like a, it's kind of hard to describe. Like it's like a sweet, like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a sweet, smooth candy that's just sugary. Like it doesn't have a specific flavor. Again, I know this is supposed to be for a specific flavor. I just want to taste the flavor. Maybe my palate is not designed much for that, I guess. Yeah, I don't really taste the flavor here, but um, It's nice. I have a Corona. It was a little bit longer than this, but not much longer, right? Coronas are smaller cigars, right? They should only last maybe 30, 45 minutes, maybe, depending on how slow or how fast you smoke, right? And, for me, I like to enjoy, right? And I started buying smaller cigars just because of that reason. I may not have hours and time, right? I get off of work, I come outside, I smoke a cigar just for a little bit. I go in the house, and then I enjoy my family, right? My wife, my kids, get ready for the next day, right? It's just nice, sweet. So this is a good beginner cigar. Um, it's very mild, nowhere near medium, nowhere near full body, right? It's small, right? Doesn't take long. It's Maduro, right? Straight chocolate, right? It's not a chocolate bar, but as far as the flavor goes, but it is a more darker, richer, richer, right, of the flavor than like a traditional mild tobacco. And it's only richer because it's infused, right? It's infused with sweeteners, like the leaf has been infused with sweeteners. So nothing wrong with it. If that's not your forte, hey, I got plenty of other cigars that you could try to um, flavor cigars, which is why I know about this. Reason for knowing about it, actually that I really enjoyed out of all cigars I've had was a Java, which a video about it. Java by Drew Estates, the Maduro cigar, just the original. Java, Drew Estates has different lines of Java, right? You have latte, which is also nice. You have mint, um, you know, dark chocolate type of taste, like dark chocolate. Hey, my cigar's going out. I've had when my cigar's going out, like slowly but get this back going. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe because I'm getting towards the end or what, but oh, get this thing back popping. I have no idea what was happening right now, but got to get this thing back popping. We finished this final thirds of the cigar down towards the end now. So now we popping. Uh, you don't want to overheat it. Right, you want to heat it, but not overheat when you're trying to do a relight, right? Um, get the leaf back burning again. You want your leaves to burn naturally. You don't want to put fire on, like just flame the leaf, because it'll take away the natural flavors of the cigar. You keep doing that, of like barbecuing, like charring the chicken or chicken. you're just charring it, just frying the leaf. He's doing well. Hope you I relax. I should have saved that for now. I always forget to bring a drink when I'm smoking. It helps. The cigar, but a lot of times I just want to keep it natural, you know. Um, Review of the flavor. If we're just talking flavored cigars, right? You have flavor, you have states, you fat bottom Betty, are smoke smell. If you're in an area where they're just like, oh, that stinks, right? And you want an aromatic cigar. Oh, okay, that cigar smells pleasant. That cigar smells flavorful. It is when I smoked it. That thing gave me it made me whoop me out because it was so full and so packed. Just those infusions and probably the tobacco content. It was definitely a full bodied cigar, but like it was full and like the smell and the aroma and the mixed together all in my body and head, and I just got weak. I mean, it was just like it was a great feeling at first, but then when I was done, I'm just like, oh, feel good. I'm drowsy. I just want to lay down. I don't want to move. Um, I didn't have an appetite. Like it's just like if you overly eat sweet things. Like if you eat too many cookies, or if you just eat a lot of raw sugar. Like let's say for example, you pour way too much sugar in your coffee, and you're drinking the coffee where you taste sugar. You get to the point where it's like, I don't feel good. My body is just like sugared up. That's how I felt with the aroma with the fat bottom Betty. Would I buy it again? Maybe, just to try it again. But I don't want that much. That's a lot. I can't handle that much. I'm not that sugared up. I do want some natural tasting cigar. Give me the nice sweetness from the leaf, and then allow me to expand my palate that way. So, do you smoke fat bottom betties? Have you ever tried that? They also had that's just one name of the cigar. I forgot the brand. I just know it's Fat Bottom Betty. You also have um, Rough Rider sweets or something like that. It's got a skull on it. Um, those are sweet tips. Those are pretty good. Nice Connecticut wrapper, brown light tone wrapper, right? Connecticut wrapper, pretty good. Um, Flor de Oliva. I used to smoke those. I think I'm gonna stop smoking those. They look like a president cigar, just as far as the wrappers, red, white, and blue. Sweet tip on those as well, but I don't know. I'm just kind of going out of those. Just not, they're not hidden like they was when I first saw them when I first smoked it. Same thing for Trader Jack's. I actually haven't had a Trader Jack cigar in a long time. A Trader Jack is kind of like the bottom of the barrel type of leaves. Leftover leaves when they're making cigars, premium cigars, they use the leftover leaves that they cut out and they roll those up and they make cigars out of the leftover rolled up leaves. And then they infuse those cigars with flavor as well. So you'll find Trader Jack's. It's like from Tampa, Florida. So like a there's an factory in Tampa, which I used to live in Tampa. I didn't even know that though, but they was there. But I'm like, oh, okay. But they make like a lot of like those cigars. Some place you don't even find them, but in the right cigar shop you can find them. I used to buy them for like $1. I'd be like, oh, it's just something to throw in my box. You know, maybe I'm cutting the grass or which I wouldn't do that and smoke, right? I'd like to smoke for leisure, but like that's more so of a I just want to put something in my mouth real quick. That's like a cigar. I mean, a cigarette. I don't know. To me, though, I was like, wow, man, I can taste the vanilla straight off the bat. I mean, probably first 10 minutes of your smoke, it's just like, wow, look at all this flavor. But as your palate develops, you can taste the difference between my father's cigar, Don Pepin, as far as the tobacco, right? And then a Trader Jack's, and you're just like, oh, okay, like Trader Jack's is like the Fruit Hoops brand out of Fruit Loops. Like you got Fruit Loops, and then you got Fruit Hoops. Trader Jack's is the Fruit Hoops, like oh, Fruit Loops, right? But like not, but like they taste very sugary, because I think Fruit Hoops taste even more sugary than Fruit Loops with the like the over heightened. Like we're gonna stand out but be different, but we're gonna look the same. It's a cigar, but it's like a donut cigar. Because not everybody like donuts, or some people like donuts, but then after a while they're just like, don't want one, don't really want it. Like I want one when I want one, when I'm craving one, right? But other than that, no, right? It's not universal, right? Cookies are universal. Cookies are universal. Uh, candy is universal, right? Crackers are universal. Donuts are subjective. Honey buns are subjective, right? It depends. But what's up, bro? Or sis? I don't really know. I'd have to look at your profile. I'm assuming you're a guy. But what's up? Thank you for joining. Just sitting here kicking it, finishing a cigar. Appreciate you for tuning in live, man. Just kicking it back, You commented. I think we talked about uh, on one of my cigar videos. I believe it was the probably the most recent one. Um, last one I did. I think the last one I did was can't remember the I can't remember the last one I did. Last one I did, man. So many good ones. It was a universal cigar. I know for a fact it could just blend. Oh, oh, it was a Toro Fuente. Uh, I did, I believe. You and I talked about that, just cigar in general. Wrong person, I apologize. But yeah, man. Just talking here. Like I said, got a flavor cigar. Just sitting here chatting. Also, man, for those of you, joining in, if you again you're trying to get into flavored cigars, again we're just talking flavored cigars. Um, Rough Rider Sweets, Florida, you know, Viva. We talked about that, right? Um, a Hawaiian Breeze. I actually had a Hawaiian Breeze cigar, and I had those a couple times too. But I had a cognac one, um, some light. I walked my daughter just around the complex with that. Right, it was my second cigar that day. I try not to smoke too many per day. Just second one, something to enjoy. Enjoyed that one a lot more than just the flavor ones. Or now, okay, nice Cuban Corona first time. Okay, the Cuban Corona. Yep, yep. The Coronas are nice. I like the Corona size, man. Not none too over the top, right? Just enough for what you got going on in the moment when you're trying to just like, hey, got about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Right now I've been outside maybe about a good 30, I would say, and just enjoying. Cigar keeps going out, man. Tobacco? Don't know. Probably just the tobacco going on around, but you having to get this thing lit. My cigars don't usually go out this much, but this one has went out twice, and let me light this thing better, the way you're supposed to. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Final thirds, finishing it up. Still got the flavor, but yeah, no, these Coronas, man, the Coronas are nice. I like Coronas. That's the size I got. I haven't bought like a regular, like a size cigar in a minute. It's been a minute. You have um, Robusto, you have Turo, you have Grande. I bought a Grande, um, big ring gauge. I think it's like 7 by 72 or 6 by 66, something like that. Huge cigars. Never bought one. Um, I'd be smoking that thing for hours. And I just hate like you start smoking a cigar, then you gotta run, put it down, come back. It's not the same when you gotta come back. The even the in time is not the same because like if I when I come back, I'm gonna want to just light up a fresh one, like just get a fresh one in. Like I thought I would like that stuff, but I just don't. Like I'm just like I want to enjoy my time, and when I'm done with it, I'm done with it, and we move on to the next cigar. So Carlos Presidente. Okay, I'd have to try that. I like the Arturo Fuente. Like it was not. It was nice. It was nice. It's clean, right? Good smoke. I enjoyed it. I might check that one out. Don Carlos Presidente. I check that out. And the other brand that I really want to check out, I just haven't brought myself to buy it just because I'm just like, is it worth it? It might be, just depending on the price. Because every time I see the price, I'm just like, eh. It's the Davidoff, um, Davidoff. cigars. I, I, I mean, even the smallest cigar I've seen was like 16, $17. And I'm just like, bro, for that, I could get like, at least two My Father LeBijou or, Oliva. Actually had a Series, not the Series V, I had a Series S, I believe the Series S, Oliva Series S. I like V, obviously, it's one of the bigger brands, but I like Series S. Oh, and the other brand that I don't mention a lot, but I actually like, I haven't had that in a while, is the Perdomo Habano. Perdomo Habano. I love Perdomo Habano. Perdomo Reserve 10th anniversary Maduro. Yep, 10th anniversary Maduro. I had that. I've also had the 20th anniversary champagne, 20th anniversary champagne. But the 10th anniversary is really nice. I like the 10th anniversary. I just like the regular Perdomo Habano Maduro, just straight up, none of the anniversary brands. I like the Maduro and the Connecticut. I like the Maduro more than Connecticut though, but that'd be my third. It's moved down because, like I said, when I had that My Father LeBijou 1922 for the first time, oh my gosh. Um, I'm surprised I haven't done a video on that. I might have to do a video on that. But then my second would be the Oliva Series V. That thing, that was crazy. It was just nice. And then, like I said, the third would be the Perdomo. So, we ready for picture day? There we go. There we go. It's always nice to have a nice little drink, ain't it? You work all week. She been working all week, huh? Making nuts. I'm doing live on YouTube. First time going live on YouTube, and I'm on my new channel. Well, it ain't my new channel, but it's my other channel that I do my cigar reviews on. And we get to do live and smoke cigars, and a couple folk they join with their cigars, and we share knowledge. So I'm finding some good cigars. I got a guy, um, one of the subscribers. He's smoking right now, and I'm smoking, and we just sharing. And I'm almost done with mine now. So little small one take about 30, 45 minutes. So um, they got them one too. So yeah, noodles. What you want to eat? I said they ate noodles. What you want to eat? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time. It's time to wind down. Go to the pool. Kick back. They probably got them some drinks over there. Probably barbecuing. Huh? I, I eat noodles too. Yeah, we had thawed out. Yeah, chicken. I saw the chicken in there on the table, thawing the chicken out right now, and we eat that for dinner tomorrow. I'll be in there a couple minutes. I'm almost done now. Yeah, man. Just kicking my wife. She doing some hair in there. Helping the kids out. They got a picture day tomorrow for school, and she in there doing some hair. Just helping the kids out. She do it for free, or just to help out. So, street taco cigars. No, I never had that. I've never heard that actual cigar. I never heard that. I had to check that out too. Um, like about cigars too, man. Like starting on this journey, I started, and I see you said about 8 months into the journey. I started in January. Well, actually, no, I started last year in December. Um, um, here, friend of mine goes to my church, and we went out for my wife, just to celebrate. My wife's birthday is on New Year's Day, and we went out in December, just to go out, kind of get out with some friends, out in the town, here in Texas, and you know, went with some friends, and he was like, "Hey, man, you do cigars?" And I'm like, "Nah, I never really got into them. I never, kind of knew about them. No one really introduced me to cigars, right? So I don't know nothing about that world and that whole thing." And he was like, "Hey, try this one right here. Right here, man, it's got some flavor. It's like tastes like vanilla, right? Maybe you'll like it. Just some social, people do, right?" Tried it. He gave me one. Showed me the whole 9 yards, how to cut a cigar, right? What to do if you're not getting enough draw, right? He just picked up a stick from the ground, poked a hole right into the, got some more draw, right? And hey, when you're done with it, just put it on the ground, just like a cigarette and all that kind of stuff, and or roll it, right? That whole deal. And at the time, I had no idea about like cigar etiquette, right? And really how to get the flavor out of the cigar, how to hold the cigar, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of learning. And I'm like, hey, this is nice, man. And I was really mostly thinking about cigars with what they do with anxiety, because I do deal with anxiety and panic attacks, just due to stress, over stress, and the stress load, right? And I was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, I think these would be good, man. Just because of the nature of what they do. You know, got their thing about like tobacco and this and that, right, and cancer and all that kind of stuff. And I get it. Everything is in moderation. You drink too much, um, you know, right? Food poisoning, right? You do anything too much, it will, create issues, right? But everything could be done in moderation as long as you know the benefits of what you're doing and what you're getting out of it, right? If you don't feel, guilty as far as, hey, what I'm doing is wrong and I shouldn't, then it's permissible to you. Just be cautious because if someone else doesn't do it, then I probably wouldn't do it if someone else don't smoke, like just out of courtesy, right? Like I believe my friend, he wouldn't have not have done it either. Um, you know, introduction. And I was like, hey, I like this, man. Let me, kind of get into this. So I go into YouTube, right? Get into it, Googling, right? And I'm just like, hey, man, this is a nice world. You got different flavors, you got all these different brands. And I'm like, bro, I got a plethora of cigars that I can still try out. Like, I walk a cigar shop, I'm just like, bro, I'm in a candy shop. Like, look at this, bro. Like, look at that cigar. Don't know nothing about that brand, right? But it looks interesting. Torpedo cigars, all kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got a nice journey ahead of just exploration, right? Checking stuff out, right? Reviews, right? Giving my thoughts, opinions, tasting, right? Remember, I found some favorites. And who knows, man? I might have a new favorite. Who knows? As I try these cigars. My first cigar is just curiosity. Second is because of the attachment people in the corporate world have to them. Good cigars can get you a few favorites. Yeah, they can, man. Hey, you get around a couple folks that smoke cigars in this corporate life. I didn't realize. Well, I should have realized, but like a lot of people, it's a good social networking type of introduction, right? This world, man, you do got to know some folks, to get where you're trying to go in life. I wish I could just sit here and tell y'all it's all about hard work, but did and I've treated well, and they remember me. They remember how I treated them. They remember my work ethic. They remember our conversation. Right? These things have helped. Maybe just at the end. Maybe at the end of his lifestyle. things really help in the corporate world, man. It's also good just to have general knowledge, man. Like, I don't just like reading or like indulge into some right. I'll watch anime. I'll watch a movie. I mean, right. I like having high level conversation as it resorts to things, right? General safe topics that people like, even though I can talk about them, right? If I'm in a room and this executive CEO, COO, CFO, vice president, whatever level, right? If he wants to talk about Texas Longhorns and Colorado with Deion Sanders, I can have that conversation. If he wants to talk about H3O2 and watermelon, I can talk about that. If he wants to talk about spirituality, which they usually don't, but I'm just getting you can talk about those things. He wants to talk about cigars, I can talk about that. He wants to talk about whiskey, talk a little bit about that, right? Just a little bit of working knowledge, but it's always good, man. Especially with cigars, if you're ever with folks and they're just like, "What you got?" And I'm like, "Hey, we can get into it. Let's get into it. Let's pull one up." And that also is one of the biggest reasons what I really liked about cigars. Not only does it help with like the anxiety piece, right? As far as it's good for social. Um, you know, I mean, you're just kicking back. You're just smoking the cigar, right? You're enjoying it. It's a flavor, right? It's just like my wife and her friend talking about having a drink, right? Having a smoke, right? You talk, right? You're out of your element of the normal way of life of like phones and this too, right? This is video, right? But you get to really interact with people and chat about things, share your opinion, share your thoughts in a healthy and safe environment, no judgment zone, right? You don't, most to just enjoy the common ground, do business, right? Um, you know, enjoy a nice dinner, right? Maybe you're outside eating some dinner, and you're with your company. That's to me, that's really what's nice about it, right? You get to develop in that community, and what I like about this community compared to like other communities, right, is everyone is on the same wavelength to the has kind of the same mentality, right? Hey, I'm gonna smoke my cigar the way that I want to. I like what I like, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm gonna do it the way that I like it. That's everybody in the cigar world, and it's understood. And so when you're talking with folks, because it's understood, you're able to find that commonality with it, right? Like I'll have what I have, you have what you have. We can sit here and rap about it. Let's talk about it. Let's chat. Let's smoke it up, and talk about some good topics, things like that. Stocks. Uh, I like stocks. I definitely dive into stocks. Crypto, I'm not very well versed in. I know about crypto, just not really well versed in to really get into. I like diversity though when it comes to investments. I really like stocks just because of the premise and concept, and people don't realize how easy it is, to invest into stocks Texas Taurus, yo, what's going on, man? Man, really, man, I'm coming in late, man. I done smoked it up. Had a flavor cigar here, then chatted it up. Me and another guy that's on the live right now. But I don't know if you was already watching or not. But yeah, man, into stocks, man. I like stocks. For a long time, I used Stash, which is an app you can invest in stocks in, right? I use Stash for those of you who may be watching. Also had Robinhood for a little bit. I get, things in the mail as far as the different what the companies are doing. And right now I've had Stash for a couple of years, and I was there from that initial, like when like during COVID, and you know, the cool one was during that COVID time of the AMC stock, right? I missed the GameStop thing when that thing happened, right? But people also don't know that there's a squeeze that happens with the stocks, right? They don't know. So you got to wait on that squeeze to come through once they, come back. But, GameStop dropped back down. Oh, the cigar I had, man, I just had a flavor FLVR cigar flavor, right? It was a Sky Chalet, I believe it was called Sky Chalet, FLVR flavor cigar. Um, Something small, a little Corona. I just wanted to come outside. This is my first live on YouTube as far as like the channel here going live, and it was nice. Just nice sweetness to it. Nothing too big. Just a nice smoke. Something to sit outside in the nice weather. It's nice out here in Texas. Pretty smooth, man. It just kept going out on me. Had to keep relighting it, but I guess we just got down to the end, and it just won't stay lit unless I cut it and relight it that way. But I got what I wanted out of it, right? And so it was nice. I'll probably be back out again maybe Friday evening, whip out that Oliva Series V because I keep thinking about it. I was gonna smoke that tonight, but oh man, Acid Cigars, you brought up a good one. I should have mentioned that earlier with my flavor cigars. Acid is another nice one, right? Another one of the heavy hitters um, of flavored cigars. San Antonio, nice. I'm out here in Austin, well, Leander area, but San Antonio, nice, right down the road. Yep, right down the road. But yeah, I had a acid cigar. It was really nice with the acid cigars, and those are always go to as well, especially little Coronas. Don't take that long, and a friend of mine put me on those too. On tape. I got Jada one. I got you that purple one. But yeah, wife coming out whenever. If you married, whenever the wife come out to check on you, twice, a couple times, that's a sign. That mean come on in. I want you to come on in, and it's getting late anyway. So, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do the live, try to give notice, notifications and stuff if I can. Hey, I'm gonna go live, maybe in like an hour and a half, something like that. That way, we can all get up on here same time, rap, get on it. Is Bama gonna lose this weekend? I, I'm not a Bama fan myself. I went to Mississippi State. I'm from Mississippi, born and raised. And so I went to Mississippi State. So I'm a Bulldog. For those of you who don't know, Dak Prescott played for Mississippi State. He played for the Dallas Cowboys right now. He did not always play like that. The way that he played for Dallas, he did not always play like that at Mississippi State. I really believe it's my honest and true honest opinion. Jerry Jones really he just wrangling these quarterbacks, man. Like that he plays scared. Like he don't take these shots. He don't take the risks. He's overthinking. He plays it safe. Nothing against playing it safe, but like he'll have a fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, third and like 10, third and 8, and then he'll either short pass it or run play just to take the pressure off himself. But I really don't think that the decision is from Dak. I really think that Dak is not having the freedom to play Dak's way. I really don't think that because man, Dak used to play so much different in Mississippi State when I was there because I was there when he played. I attended school while he was playing, and we were number one in the nation for the first time in school history when Dak was playing. And Dak was a dog. Like Dak played like a dog. Like my man ran hard. My man threw with confidence. My man was, like you knew hey, our hope ride with Dak. We win with Dak. We lose with Dak. I'm cool with that. But he didn't play with fear. Like when I watch Dak now, he make a bad decision. I can see it on his face. He's like thinking, and I'm like, bro, you don't do that, bro. Like we don't do that. Like next one. But like internally, when they lose or when the game is over, it's like you could feel like, oh, it's some conversations in the back, like, Daddy Jerry, like he got a lot of words, might rip that money from you, you don't belong with, Dallas. But like if you look at Dak's overall career with Dallas though, it's actually on par with his week or year six, wherever he's at, with like um Tom Brady, Drew Brees, the folks where they were in year nine. People be forgetting, man. Drew Brees with the Saints all those years before he won a Super Bowl, but nobody talked like it wasn't like a heat like the Saints gotta win. Like this they year. They gotta win this year. They got all these weapons. Saints always had a decent run game. They always had, some decent DBs. I'm not very familiar with over the years, but they always had some decent receivers. They were never just like outstanding, right? But then oh, if Drew Brees had this, Drew Brees had that, right? They always say that stuff, right? But sometimes away. Falcons had a great year, and then that Super Bowl just didn't go their way. You know, Matt Ryan had what he needed. It just didn't go their way, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just think, you know, I don't know, man. He changed, and then just things change, man. So, but as far as Alabama, I don't know, man. I think Saban's run, I believe, is coming close to an end. Not because of him not being a great coach, as far as Alabama. I think he's getting close to retirement. I think Saban is going to wrap it up. I, I feel Saban's going to wrap it up. I feel Belichick probably got maybe another 5 years himself before he calls it quits. Popovich is going to. I don't see them like run that area of the era of coaching. They get frustrated. It's not the same, but they do it for the camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? They do it for the essence of football, right? These are system coaches, right? They coach within a system. They stick true to the system. The systems work, right? Greg Popovich and the Spurs, it works, right? Fundamentals, basics, right? Same thing for Alabama. Recruiting works. Good, solid recruiting. They know what to look for. Um, you know, Same thing, right? Other schools can pay players now. Texas State with the win over Baylor. Yep, Texas State, Colorado, right? Doing it big over TCU. My team, right? Ole Miss whooped somebody 73-7, I believe. You got what's that other team out there I saw? Um, Blew somebody out of the water. Um, Colorado. Yeah, man. I just like Dion, man. I like that swagger. Everybody love that swag. And like it's something when you see somebody with that swagger, no matter what the team is, when they walk out and they like, we winning, baby. It don't even. I'm a Dion fan. I ain't even Colorado fan. I just like Dion, and you want to see these folks overcome and prove folks wrong. It's just something about watching people prove it wrong. It's just like, for example, I'm not a Heat fan. I like LeBron. I was never a Bulls fan, but we like Jordan. I was never really a Lakers fan, but I like Kobe. Right? Like we like these guys because when push comes to shove, and they're great at what they do, you want to see them prove people wrong. Like everything in me, even though you got a lot of folks, you got that Jordan LeBron debate all day long, right? A lot of folks, right, for a lot of people. But everything in my heart just wants to see LeBron everything and in these haters, right? Because people stick to history. It's like, bruh, you can do it. We want to see you do it because I want to be present when history is made. Like LeBron made history, all-time scoring leader of all time, right? But that still ain't going to end the debate. The only thing that's going to end the debate, if we're being honest, for Jordan, the whole Jordan thing, we'll hang on to, is if LeBron wins 7 NBA finals, right? Jordan times, won 6 times, never lost. If LeBron goes 7, to me that solidifies it. 7 is more than 6. I mean, that's the only thing I can see. 7 is more than 6. That's the only thing that makes it. And again, LeBron is who he is. He got his own little stuff, all that, right? But it's just something about people that climb and they're working so hard to climb. You just wanna see them, be great, right? I had the same thoughts for Derrick Rose. I'm a Derrick Rose fan, and then my boy got hurt, and he just never was the same. I like AI. He just could never, get there. My favorite player and my favorite team is the Phoenix Suns, but I'm a Steve Nash fan. I'm a Steve Nash and Mark Stoudemire, that pick and roll, fast pace, fast game. That was me all day long. I used to love it. But we could never beat the Spurs and we can never beat Kobe. And I'm just like, but my boy Steve, man, the passes, he just had fun out there. My man literally played soccer on the court of basketball. Like my man was out there. Like I'm like, my man playing soccer with y'all. You know what I'm saying? He playing soccer with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Steve Nash all day long. And he fell off towards the later years, but he played there. And that's really what I saw. I'm like, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to see someone else playing a different sport when they're playing the same sport. It's like Barry Sanders was out there dancing. Like he wasn't my man out there like ballet. You know what I'm saying? He out there dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? So Jordan over LeBron, I can respect that. Kobe mama mentality. He didn't accept failure. He really didn't accept failure. Same thing like Jordan. He didn't accept failure. That's why people love him, right? Like if they lose, they're gonna go out with everything that they got in their body, and you can't take that. You can't take that away. Same thing, but the opposite, of that spectrum would be Tim Duncan. Hey, you're not going to change me. I will win with the basics. Like I don't care about your skill. I don't care about your will. Like he had will though. Tim had will. He didn't show it like that. He wasn't like showboaty like that. But my man will literally go down and has perfected the basics. And he with fundamental basketball because that's the way the game was made. And yeah, the game has changed over the years with like skill players and 3-point shot and Steph Curry. My man is like, nope, I'm gonna get back to the basket. Boom, get my little 2 points, post up, go down, play defense. Same thing with Dirk, right? Dirk knew his shot. You wasn't finna block it. You wasn't finna stop it, and he's gonna win with it. And he showed, right? It's the reason why Dallas beat Miami, right? With like all them superstars with Miami at the time. It's like, hey, no, we know our job, we know our role, we're gonna win with it, right? Um, Patriots, do your job, right? Alabama, do your job. All these folks that are winning, they did it within a system of and shown, hey, the football was made to be played this way. Basketball was made to be played this way. If you play it as the highest level of your position, doing the fundamentals of it, you don't have to be flashy. You don't have to do any of that to be a champion. And they show you, hey. And not only do they show you, these are the organizations that are always at the top, right? LA, Boston, right? You got a couple flashy guys, here and there, but for the most part, they're role players. These role players that do their job. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay, right? Couple there. That Green Bay is one. Even if you go baseball, right? Historically, right? Do your job and do your job well. And if you just so happen to be skilled at your position and you're fan favorite or whatever the case is, hey, it just adds to the marketing of the organization. Just makes you fall in love more with the organization. Like we don't think about LA without thinking about obviously Kobe. Yes, Kobe, obviously, but like you don't think about LA without thinking about Derek Fisher, without thinking about Robert Ory, Shaq, right? Very different, right? Even Ron Artest, Paul Gasol, right? You got to throw those people in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about Chicago without thinking about Scotty, Rodman, right? But what about Kukoc, Tony Kukoc, right? Steve Kerr, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's good rapping with y'all, man. Again, I'm gonna try to give y'all a little bit more updates when I go live, so we can chat it up a little bit, bring another cigar out, try some different cigars, and we can go from there, man. So I appreciate y'all for joining, man, and I'll see y'all on the next live.